Okay? So, let us start. Umpisahan natin by right triangle, no? Ano ba yung triangle? Okay? So, ang triangle ay isang figure na it has straight sides with three corners, di ba? Three sides, ganyan ang triangle. Tama ba ang ating definition ng triangle? Parang sinasabi, love triangle, no? Kasi tatlong corner, tatlong angle, tatlong sides, straight sides, tatlong sides, tatlong interior angles. So yan ang triangle, yan ang love triangle. Pag sinasabi nila tatlo, mahirap pang pag sinabing love square, no? Kasi apat, marami yun. So, mag-focus tayo dito una sa right triangle. So, ano ba yung properties ng right triangle? Ano bang right triangle? Ito ba right triangle? Left triangle lata to dahil nakaharap siya sa left. Ang right triangle ba hindi ganon? So joke lang please, okay? So ang right triangle ay defined as one of its interior angle is equals to 90 degrees. 'Di ba? Yan ang properties ng right triangle. So for example, dito sa ating figure, itong theta plus beta, angle beta, is equals to 90 degrees. Ang sabi yata dito is this is a complementary angle. Pero siyempre ang rule naman, di ba? If you add all the interior angles, meaning ito yung mga interior angles, this will be equal to 180 degrees. Hindi lang naman ito applicable sa right triangle but also to all triangles na ang kanilang the sum of all their interior angles is 180 degrees. Nagkataon lang na 90 kaya 180 degrees. So pagka sinabi nating right triangle siyempre pumapasok agad yung natin itong Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. Ano ba yung Pythagorean theorem, di ba? Maalala agad natin yan, c squared equals to a squared plus b squared. So mabilis, di ba? Pero siguro ang mas effective way para matandaan natin, kailangan tingnan natin din yung meaning, tandaan natin yung meaning. Ano ba talaga yung Pythagorean theorem? So nandito yung kanyang meaning and of course, it's tip lang to, no? It is much more effective kung imbes na i-memorize natin yung formula, intindihin natin as much as you can kung paano yung formula. So ito ang definition ng Pythagorean theorem is in any right triangle, the square of the longest side or the hypotenuse equals the sum of the square of the other two sides, no? Dito sa ating figure, siyempre, sabi dun sa definition, yung longest side, which is the hypotenuse, and the sum of the square of the two sides. So, ngayon, okay na nating isulat ang ating formula is in any right triangle, the square of the longest side, which is c squared, is equal to the sum of the square of the two other sides. So, a squared, ito yon, itong adjacent or tapos at saka yung b, which b squared. So, ito yung formula ng Pythagorean theorem or Pythagorean theorem applicable to only for right triangle, which is c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. So tandaan nyo ang formula na to is applicable lamang sa right triangle. Baka kasi minsan may nakita kang figure nakalagay, oh, A, B, C. Oh, ano yan? Sigurado yan na Pythagorean theorem yan. Wag yun unless you are sure na right triangle siya, because we have defined earlier na ang one of the interior angle is 90 degrees, dun mo lang siyang pwedeng gamitin ang Pythagorean theorem na c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. You notice, inuulit-ulit ko para talagang matandaan natin siya, no? So next, ano ba yung importante pag binabanggit natin o narinig natin ng right triangle, no? Ang functions of a right triangle. Functions of a right triangle or trigonometric function of a right triangle. So, ano to? Alam natin lahat to, I think so, right? Yung so, ka, towa. So, by the way, nakalimutan ko sabihin, kung meron Engineer Jex, yung mga ano dyan, kung alam nyo na, merong masyado akong mabilis or masyado akong mabagal, you can interrupt me, no? I-notify nyo ako. For now, focus kasi ako dito sa ating pagtuturo. Okay, baka hindi ko makita. Sorry guys, okay? So, going back, sabihan nyo ako, going back, okay, trigonometric functions of a right triangle, so, ka, towa. Ano ba yung so? Which is sine, opposite, over hypotenuse. So, pwede rin natin i-write yan ng ganito. Sine, opposite, over hypotenuse. Sine, example, theta. Ito relative to theta, dito sa angle na to, ang ating opposite side will be B. So ito pwede natin ilagay ito na i-designate to as opposite in relation or relative to angle theta. Tapos ang ating adjacent, yung hypotenuse na nabanggit natin kanina, which is the longest side or the longest side of the right triangle ay C. So, pwede ring i-rewrite ito ng sin theta is equals to B over C. So, maliwanag. So, ano naman, next ay ang K na alam natin is cosine, ito na lang natin sulat. Theta ang gamitin natin na angle is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. And pwede natin ang designate natin ngayon ang adjacent, makikita natin dito sa ating figure relative to angle theta, itong kanyang side na malapit sa kanya, which is here is designated by the small letter A. So, ito ngayon yung adjacent side. So, we can rewrite also cosine theta to be A over hypotenuse, which is designated as C dito sa ating figure na to. Okay? And of course, dito na tayo. Kahit ito lang tatlong tandaan natin, tangent theta is equals to TOA, di ba? Opposite over adjacent. And if we go to our figure, relative again to theta, the opposite side is B, and the adjacent side is designated as the small letter A, which is this side na katabi siya ng theta. And of course, pwede na nating ilagay yung mga iba. Yung example, cotangent. Cotangent theta is the reciprocal nung tangent theta. So pwede nating ilagay yan is adjacent over the opposite side, which is A over B. Baliktarin lang natin. Tapos ang cosine, ang kanyang reciprocal is secant theta, which is equals to, baliktarin nito, C over A. At ang sine naman ay cosecant, which theta, which is C over B. Maganda rin palang i-memorize nyo to kasi pagdating dun sa math or some problems in mechanics, merong mga identities or proving identities. Madugo yun, pero dito sinasabi ko lang, memorize nyo na rin ito, magagamit din doon yan. No? So that is for our right triangle. So hopefully clear sa inyo ang right triangle. Okay, any triangle, not any triangle, a triangle with one of the interior angle is equals to 90 degrees. So the other two should be equal to 90 degrees. Okay? So, pumunta naman tayo dito sa next important na basic trigonometry applicable to ano nangyari dito? Applicable sa engineering mechanics, which is general triangle, yun, which is general triangle, also can be, pwede nating i-define as any triangle. Wala nang ano yan, kahit anong shape pa ng triangle yan, medyo ganito, pabukaka, di ba? Basta triangle siya. Ito yung applicable formulas, no? So, kailangan din natin tandaan at very important sa board exam, hindi lang sa board exam, to your everyday life, as kung pati sa trabaho, especially kung inyong trabaho is more inclined to engineering, lalo na civil engineering, o dun sa kamukha ko ng mga naging mga designers, structural engineers, importante na malaman itong mga triangles, no? At tip yan, no? Kapag meron kang problem at hindi mo na malaman kung anong gagawin, try to look for a triangle, you know. Most likely, makikita mo ang solusyon. Hindi ko naman sinasabing lahat. Most likely, makikita mo ang solusyon pag na-solve mo yung triangle. Sabi nga dyan sa triangle is a powerful shape o powerful geometric figure. Yeah, triangle ang tip. So this time, pag-aralan natin yung basic ng isang general triangle, or we can call it as any triangle. So, first law on ano ba ang first law na sa triangle din na hindi siya right triangle or applicable din pala sa right triangle, sine law. What do you remember sa pag sinabing sine law? Maalala natin yun, no? Uy, etong maliit, katapat ng malaki. Di ba? Etong maliit na C, katapat ng malaking C.
Boss, na-mute po kayo.
Hello? Hello? Narinig niyo ako?
Okay na po, okay na po.
Okay na.
Okay na po. Okay na. Okay, sorry about that, right? So ituloy ko na lang. I don't know where did I stop? Dito sa general triangle. Okay, sign law tayo, di ba? So tinatanong ko kanina kung ano ba yung natatandaan natin sa sign law, kung parehas ba tayo na halimbawa yung maliit na A, katapatan ng malaki na A, lagyan mo lang ng sign yon, di ba? Yung maliit na B, katapatan ng malaking B, tapos yung maliit na C, katapatan ng malaking C. Yung ganon, di ba? Tama kayo, tama ang tama ang ating tama ang naalala nyo. Kaya lang ang mas maganda siguro, as I mentioned before, maganda na mas mabilis nating matatandaan pag alam natin kung ano yung meaning. So nandito, linagay ko dito ang definition nung sign law, no? It is in any triangle, the ratio of any side to the sine of the opposite angle is constant. Mas madali ba siyang tandaan? Wala siya naging mas complicated. Meaning, ano ba yung ratio? Halimbawa, sinabi nating ratio. Ang ratio ng ano na yan, ng tubig, ng gamot na yan is 1:10. Di ba? So, ganyan din ang ratio ng sign law, which is, ang ratio daw is that in the triangle, the ratio of any side, example, this is small a, the ratio of the side A over the sine of the opposite angle. Ito ngayon yung opposite angle, which is sine A, is equals to, ito na naman, pare-pares yan, B, the ratio of one side B over the sine of angle B, and which is equal to, again, side small letter C, side C over the sine of angle C. So makikita natin, no? Hindi lang ito applicable applicable din ang area ang formula na to sa any triangle, including yung right triangle. So, ngayon makikita natin, kung makikita natin ang formula, pag yan, halimbawa, A over sine B, say for example, is equals to 5, ang B over sine B, 5 din. Ang C over sine C ay 5 din, which is, ang ratio na to, okay? Ang ratio na yan is equals to D, which is, kaya ako din drawing dito, yung circle, the diameter of the circle, diameter of the circumscribing circle to the three vertices of the triangle. So, ito magandang tip to, no? Kasi normally, pag makikita mo yan mostly sa mathematics, merong mga question is what is the diameter or what is the area of the circumscribing circle shown on the given figure na halimbawa may triangle, yung kanyang mga vertices ng triangle, ang sinasabing vertices, itong mga corner na to, at tinatanong niya ang area ng circle na yon. Kesa dun sa, ang dami pang ano yan, daming ganun-ganun pa yan, di ba? So, solve mo, tapos malilito ka na, tapos makukunin mo yung radius. Ganito na lang ang gawin mo. Pag nag-sin law ka, at nakuha mo yung ratio, example, C over sin C, i-apply mo na lang yung area ng circle, which is A is equals to pi over 4 d squared. Tapos ka na, no?